Hello, hello, I'm No One from Nowhere, and I got stuck in a place with... It was hell, basically. It was nothing but lines, and I'm like, there's no way I'm streaming today. But I got lucky, someone came out, and they're like, guess what, everybody? You can all go home. And then we all cheered, we clapped, and we all walked out of that living hell, and now I'm here streaming. So, I stream every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or after 3 p.m. I have a Discord where I'll let you know if I get stuck in hell again, away from my computer, or am dying. In which case, there will not be a daily stream or video upload. And that's about it. Oh yeah, the Discord's in the description, so if you enjoy, like and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching and joining me. Holy crap, like, there's so many of you that joined. Go Girl, hello and welcome. Lampert, Orange, Allie, and Blossom. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Even if you're only stopping in for a minute just to say hi, I appreciate that. So, I just been thinking how to improve overall, you know, just content quality, games, and, you know, just to be more entertaining. Along with what a stream should be. So, I'm getting that grind games are okay, but I do have to stream for a longer time to get the same result as, like, a very, like, hot game like FNAF or something. By hot, I mean, like, it's a very short and repetitive game. But I've just been, like, just looking at analytics, running numbers, seeing what parts people liked, which parts people didn't like. Boy, this is good. Hello and welcome. And Allie, hello and welcome. Generic Orange, I don't know how to put that thing you just typed into words, but that's how I feel. I screamed, I'm free, and I ran out of the building, being free. Also, for some reason, I'm not sure if your guys' social media feeds are, like, filled with just people, like, attacking pedophiles, but, like, every time I open up my phone, it's like To Catch a Predator by Chris Hansen. It's his old TV show to where they would, like, put out fake messages for, like, 13-year-old boys and girls, and then these guys would show up, and then Chris Hansen would come up and confront them, but they stopped the show because one pedophile took his life, like, right in front of him, and they're like, we can't keep doing this. We can't, like, corner people like this, and because they'll do extreme things. And it was wild. But that's come back as in, like, this vigilante Batman justice and people just attacking people, and it's wild. Hey, no one, you want some Star Wars Oreos? They have Star Wars Oreos? Is that an actual thing? Oh my god. What do they got? Do they got, like, little Yodas and Darth Vaders on them? I hope they don't have the new trilogy characters. Like, a few of them are good, but, like, a few of them, I'm like, they should never have been made. I don't like them. They probably were better in the books. The actual actors, though, not good. Like, I shouldn't say the actors. It's not the actor's fault. It's the writer's fault. If they make a character into complete trash. Of course, the only mod is going to be the best mod. I know that's obvious, too. You either get real Oreos or you get blue. Oh, it's random. Can't you just tell which one's red and which one's blue? Wait. I need to create a group for that sick XP boost. So, Fallout 76 is having double XP. And for some reason, Bethesda was like, oh man, you know when we should have double XP? We should have it on 4th of July weekend. When everyone's gonna be, like, out having fun. Or playing other games. Or, you know, not playing our game. And it's just like, gee, thanks, Bethesda. This is the only double XP that you have on the roadmap planned for this entire season. And you're doing it on the one weekend no one's gonna be playing. It's right. No, until you open it. Ooh. I really do enjoy Oreos. I feel like I enjoy Oreos more than I should, you know? Because sometimes I get depressed, and you know what? 4 or 5 Oreos, it cures depression. Or at least for me. Simple things cure depression for me. I'm an easy dude. Unless if I don't have Oreos. That's a bad time for everyone. And I don't mean everyone, it's just me. I'm literally about to Google Star Wars Oreos. You don't understand. Like, I'm about to go looking. Oh, I just realized I did not bring enough stim packs at all. 37 seems like a lot at first. And then you start killing. And then suddenly the stim packs, you start eating them. And then they start going. Kids gambling, it's only okay with food. Kids love gambling. Everyone loves gambling. Gambling's fun. But obviously, like, gamble responsibly. You know, for, like, stuff that doesn't exist. Like, you get cash in a video game, you gamble with the cash, but you don't gamble with real IRL cash. Welcome back, Allie. Look up Star Wars. I'm literally about to. I just need to kill a few more of these green dudes that be eating people. I don't feel bad about killing them, because they are abominations. I'm pretty sure most of them weren't even people to begin with. Like, they just kind of bred. Actually, no, they were all people. I forgot. It's actually in the Fallout lore that super mutants are actually sterile, so they can't have children. So all the super mutants were once people. I'm a minor, and I have an unhealthy obsession with crimes. It's okay, it's just a phase.
You die. Kill you.
Everyone fantasizes about crimes. I think the worst thing I did was illegal fireworks, and then that was it. And I didn't blow off any of my fingers or anybody else's. And I was very safe. I once lost all my points in Steam, which were used for rewards, and now I'm in the top 10 charts for most points like a week later. I don't understand the Steam points. Also, I need to look up these Star Wars Oreos. Soon. I need to know. Is it not double XP anymore? Because I'm not getting monstrous amount of XPs from all these dudes. Did they lie to me? Did they disable double XP and it's not a thing anymore? Because I don't feel it. Tommy Gunn, hello and welcome. And Blossom 2. What is up? Well, I got stuck away from my computer, and then God came down and said, "You're free to go, son." And then I jumped out of hell, and now I'm back. Open the button. What do I have for weeklies? I know there's probably like a weekly I haven't done yet. Oh yeah, there's a few of them I haven't done yet, actually. A few of them are actually kind of easy. My fence got blown down. By blown down, do you mean by an explosive, a wind, or a tree? Or just over time decay? And while I'm waiting for that response, I'm going to look up. You have 41 subs? 41 subs is pretty good. But then again, I don't have a lot of subs either. My bar is low. So if you keep the bar low, you can't be disappointed. That's really depressing, saying it out loud. Star Wars Oreos. I really want to know what they look like. Images. Oh, they have little Darth Vaders and Anakin's faces on them, and Luke Skywalker, and... Oh, they got everyone. They got all the little Star Wars dudes. All of them. All the ones that matter. Are these things still... Is this like a current thing, or is this old? Because this seems old. But at the same time, they could have just brought him back for laughs and giggles. might actually have to do a face reveal. You're not obligated to do any face reveal you don't want to do. Alright, so I can either server hop, wait for an event to happen, or wipe out a few more locations. Also, what is the daily? Cloaked enemies greatly enhance perception and its mole miners. Holy crap. That's easy. Path of Enlightenment with Mothman. That's like the low level ones, you know? It does give you that 5% extra buff. Gotta go. Thank you so much for stopping by, Blossom. I always appreciate it. Anytime you guys can give me. If you guys just pop in, pop out, and give me a hi and a hello, I always appreciate that. So thank you very much for stopping by. I'll give you $100 to do a face reveal. No joke. Well, I don't have a camera, so I couldn't even face reveal if I wanted to. Anyways, I have my face hidden most of the time, just because I always got, I don't want to say a weird smile, but I got one of those smiles that you see Disney employees have, and I always have it, and it's really weird. Sometimes it feels like my face is stuck in a smile. Which sounds really creepy out loud, and that's part of the reason I don't have the webcam. And it's not like I'm ugly or hideous or have, like, crooked teeth, either. I'm not overweight. I'm actually underweight. I do not eat enough, unfortunately. Yeah, basically. A lot of people do compare me to an undead thing, like a vampire or a zombie. At first it was cool, and then you hear it like 230 times, or a few thousand, and then it gets really boring. Not really boring, or really annoying. But I don't feel like having a face cam all the time too, and then you also have to worry about like acne, and then like shaving, and haircuts, and all that stuff. And I feel like that just gets in the way. I mean, like, obviously you should shave, get haircuts, and shower, and take care of yourself. Like, I'm big in the proper hygiene. Like, there's some of my friends, and they're like, what's hygiene? And I'm like, dude, you gotta, and like, they put on deodorant and stuff, but it's like, you gotta, like, floss, you gotta brush your teeth, you gotta clip your nails properly. You know, I still don't have clipping my nails down, which sounds weird. It's like, no matter how I clip them, no matter what, they always come out, like, sharp and jagged. And I'm always cutting myself. And I'm just like, why are my nails growing in like this? And I, like, file them down, like, super short, and I'm still, like, slicing myself open. And I don't want to look like one of the emo kids that, like, cut themselves because they're, I don't know, depressed or something. I'm going to explore the new area a little bit, I think. You probably bite kittens. Why would I bite kittens? You don't bite kittens. You take care of kittens. You love the kittens. I always feel weird whenever I talk about myself on stream. It's just one of those things where it's like, I'd rather talk about other stuff. But I feel like a lot of streamers also talk about themselves too much, you know? They're like huffing their own farts too much. This person's got a neat little camp. Got a Collectron. Can I steal his stuff? Oh, he locked it. I can't jack his stuff. Doggo supremacy. Cats are cool. Dogs are nice. Unless their cats are assholes. Then I'm not a big cat person. Unless the dog's mean, then I'm not a dog person, you know? It's all situational, it's all relative. Like, if you got, like, a 5-pound dog and that thing's barking at air, that thing's gotta go. I see too many 5-pound dogs, like, barking at the air, and I'm just like, why do you have a dog that barks at nothing? What's your opinion on Israel and Hamas war? Honestly, I have no clue what's going on over there, because I'm so checked out on that, because most of these conflicts, I don't want to say are, like, ridiculous and stupid and stuff, but, like, there's some conflicts that are unavoidable, and you know what? You gotta fight it out, you know? And then there's some conflicts, I'm like, you're basically the same person, there's literally no reason for you to fight. You guys are literally throwing, like, a tantrum, but with more military spending. And, like, all that conflict in there, I'm just like, honestly, I'm like, bomb it all or leave it alone. Do one or the other, I don't care. I checked out. These dogs look a little different. They're glowing. Haba! Oh, they're... Hit him with that. Goo! The NPC, hello and welcome. We don't have power. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's another reason I wouldn't be able to stream. No power is kind of a big deal. Thankfully, I'm not in a place that goes out... I don't lose power often. Hello again, Pink. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Leave it alone or bomb it all. Pick a war, pick a side. Just don't do this, like... Or just talk it out. Like, I just feel like a lot of people could just talk a lot of stuff out. Versus doing this weird cock measuring contest all the time. Like, there's some adults, and they're like, yo, I'm an adult now. Like, I pay taxes, and I own a home, and I have a job. And they act like fucking middle school kids, and I'm just like, dude, you're not a fucking adult. Like, you do adult things, but, like, you don't fucking act like an adult. Like, at all. And it blows my mind. And I meet some dudes, and they're like, gym bros, they hang out, not hang out, but it's like, they're very, like, masculine and stuff, and then they, like, talk behind people's back and acts like a middle school girl. And I'm like, dude, you're not a little teenage girl that's, like, painting nails at the slumber party. Like, if you have a problem with another human being, voice it. Don't be like, oh, man, did you hear this and that and the other thing? Like, gossip and drama. I'm just like, bro, be a man. Say what you want. Also, I feel like I'm going on a rant again. Oh, this Nuka-Cola truck. You know, they had this as an item for the camp, but I didn't think they'd actually just put it in the game. Like, obviously it's in the game, but it's, like, part of the map. This is really cool this is actually here. I don't think the one you get has the Nuka-Cola sign on it, though. But, like, everything else, that's exactly what it's like. I can't remember if it was in the Atom Shop or if it... No, there was one version of it that was in the Atom Shop, and then one of it that was in the Pass Scoreboard. Which is like a Battle Pass. Does anyone know if Scythe it's okay? I do not know. He was talking a little while ago. No one just keeps rambling. I know, but, you know, I just make noise. I just keep going. Because, you know, me, I like to make content that I like to watch, and I like to watch people do random gaming shit sometimes in the background while I work on work, and they just ramble, and they talk, and they make weird noises, and they scream and shout, and maybe if they have friends, they, you know, they harass each other for entertainment, in views. And that's perfectly okay. I mean, like, as long as it's consensual. I'm not a... You shouldn't be harassing your friends for views. It's kind of weird. Oh, oh my god, they actually have ants that spawn in the overworld now in this new area. God. You know, 76 had the ant enemies, but they never had the ant enemies, like, anywhere in the world. I'm rambling. I'm rambling about anything and everything all the time. You know what I like? I like Bo Burnham's Inside special on Netflix. Bo Burnham, he is a comedian. He sings. And the Inside specials, when he got stuck inside, and he used to do stage shows, and then he had to stop doing, like, stages and all this awesome shows and all these deals because he was having panic attacks on stage. And he just sings about a lot of subjects and make a lot of jokes about stuff that's very, like, mental illness and very relatable. What a... Robots. Very relatable. And I like to listen to his songs. You know, a few of them went viral. You probably heard a few of them. Legends, how do you keep up with the Fallout? There's literally over 75 other games. See, you don't have to, like, keep up with Fallout. You can enjoy it casually. You can go die hard. I'm a big advocate for, like, yo, if you're a diehard fan of something, you shouldn't be attacking other people that want to be fans of it. You know, like, gatekeeping or being like, oh, you're not a real Fallout fan unless you played the top-down ones they made in the early 90s and late 90s. A fake fan if you don't play the top-downs. And I'm like, top-downs are kind of weird. The plot's there, and they have good villains, but it's just weird. The game's very restricting. They have you on a timer. Because it's like, I think the first Fallout, it's like the water chip in the vault died. So everyone's gonna die of dehydration when the chip breaks in a few months. And you have, like, I don't know, 250 game days to find a new water chip, or everyone in the vault dies. Or they get raided by super mutants and get turned into super mutants and die. It's a very grim scenario. And there's even, at the end of the game, you can convince the big bad that what he's doing is wrong and that his plan was doomed from the start. And he's like, he gets so depressed, he self-destructs and kills a ton of the super mutants. He's also the big bad that made all the super mutants. So whenever you see big old green dudes munching down on settlers in the great wide atomic wonders, he's the dude. Along with the forced evolution virus, too. That was such a cool concept. You know, you just dip something in this green goo and it just mutates like no other. No one, if you talk about the person I think you are, then I swear to God, all I ever wanted was a little bit of everything all of the time. Yeah, that's Bo Burnham. That's Bo Burnham. He wrote that song, A Little Bit of Everything All of the Time. It's a great song. I listen to it, I don't know, at least once a month. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's a great song. I love it. So many people do covers of it. They remix it. They change the words. And it's absolutely wonderful. And he has a bunch of other very wonderful songs. What's up with this Bird-a-Bird? You know, I know there's a whole new... Oh my god, it's just half an Assaultron. Oh, I know, the other half's underneath the platform. I'm just gonna take some of that loot. A little bit of everything all of the time. Of course, all of the time. Never not any of the times, all of the time. What else do I have? I have that big research station, and then I have... I want to move the marker there. Oh wait, there's like a power station? No, I'm going towards the marker, actually. I'm not going in the right direction. There we go. I'm all lined up. Wait, I think I did it wrong. Hang on. No, you did it right. Probably. Most likely. Are you going crazy? I'm crazy. You know, one thing I don't miss when people was like, I was crazy once, and then they start talking about the rats in the room, and it's just one of those sentences that repeat. It's like the song that never ends. It just keeps going, and it's super annoying. and everyone did it. And I couldn't, like, talk to any of my friends without them repeating that line, like, 30 times. And it was super freaking annoying. I hate any fad that's like, oh man, and it's like a phrase and everyone's using it. And they're absolutely using and abusing it. And you have to listen to it no less than 2,035 times. I don't know why that number. I mean, it was just a number I just pulled out of my butt. But it's a number. And that is the number I say. I had to listen to it. Or when everyone would just describe everything as cursed. That sucked too. God. I hate word fads so much. Want to guess the ending? If it does, I swear to God, that's all I ever wanted was. So I'm glad the rubber room and the rats phrase died out. So it's not just everybody on TikTok absolutely just farming it for views and clips and views and more views. The Lost. So these are the new spooky dudes that they added to 76. So they're people, but they look like spooky jack-o'-lanterns. Look at him. He's so spooky. But he's not a ghoul. He's lost. It's completely different. And they're in this valley that has a perpetual red storm over it that shoots lightning, and it powers all their weird robotics. And this is also the place where they had Liberty Prime. So Liberty Prime is in a few of the Fallout games, and if you play any of the games, you're going to love Liberty Prime. It's literally a giant robot that was made by the US government. It hurls nukes like footballs and just speaks patriotically about democracy and how it's going to kill the Red Chinese menace. And how communism will never overcome the American way of capitalism. And it's great. I love Liberty Prime. And he also just has a really cool robot voice. I finished playing and I'm still inside. Oh my gosh, the Inside song. I've literally been listening to that song non-stop for the past 3 days. Bo Burnham speaks to my heart. You gotten pretty good. Yeah, you are just cranking out stuff, Lambert. I need to figure out what I'm killing next. Now, I already wiped out the golf club. The super mutants there are dead. There's no events happening. So I'm going to do the daily op. Because it's easy. Some daily ops are hard. Because sometimes they explode. They reflect damage. The explosions I can live with. When they start reflecting damage and I start insta-killing myself because I have a bloody build. So that basically... Oh, geez. I'm in West Tech. I can live with this. This is easy. I know this place. But... yeah, some modifiers for enemies are freaking crazy, and I don't want to do them. And it makes it so impossible to do them. And I feel like I gotta sneeze, and I can't sneeze. And it hurts so much. It's like the tickle all the way up into my brain. Like, I feel it behind my eyeballs. And it itches. It itches so bad. It's like a pressure kind of now. Oh... Let me know if I'm too quiet too, because I turned down my gains a little bit, you know, turned down my mic, so I'm not as loud. I got red Oreos. Hey, have you guys eaten the... what's it called? The American Oreos, the 4th of July Oreos, the ones that are super patriotic. The ones you eat and they're all red, white, and blue. I'm not sure if they have little flags on them, but they should have little flags on them. I'm back for now. Well, welcome back again, Blossom. So, what's great about the daily op is that if you own 76 and you're like, man, I always have to make bullets. If you have a gun that's very ammo efficient, but you don't want to waste material on bullets, come here. Every enemy you kill will drop a med pack or some type of chem. And bullets. Like, non-stop bullets. Mainly bullets. So if I kill one of these mole miners with one shot from my flamer that takes 10 a shot, and they drop 20 to 30 each time I kill one, I just basically just have an infinite fuel glitch. Not glitch, thing that I can exploit a little bit. I mean, like, I already used it to basically stockpile, I think, over 50k worth of fuel. It kind of sucks that 2 times XP is over, because I don't think I'm getting 2 times XP. But that's okay. Also, Ali, gotta go. Thank you for joining so much. Ayo, never make this noises again, or else I'm gonna have to hack your channel, unmod every mod myself, and delete your channel. Why are you making threats like that? You know, you can't do that and then just put joking at the end, or not put joking. Also, you've been unusually aggressive lately. Boy, this is good. What is up with that? You okay? I just realized all these mole miners, for some reason, have rocket launchers, and there's not many things that really hurt me at this point with the amount of power armor I have and all the mods and doodads I've put on my armor. And let me tell you, rockets still hurt. Also, I'm standing in my own flamethrower shots, so that also hurts a lot. And I think enhanced perception's on, so they're not really missing shots. They're not stormtroopers. You make no one's channel go by, and it'll make a house and your family go, oh my god. Yeah, don't hack me. It's not worth it. Mainly because I only have 100-something subs. One day I'll make it to 200. One day. It may not be soon, but I'm gonna get there someday. And that's okay. Wait. No. I feel like I messed up. Messed up? Messed up. I am trying to also plan... I do want to do a 12-hour stream. I've talked about this in the past, but, like, I feel like some streamers are, like, really big because they do nothing else and they stream for, like, 12 hours a day. And freaking spam callers. I'm not sure if you guys got to hear my groovy-ass, what's it called, ringtone, but it's Luigi's Mansion. And Luigi's Mansion is freaking magical. I did have another live on it already, so I can't do it again because I already did it. I might just do it again, honestly, because Luigi's Mansion is life. And it did really well, too, last time I played it. But then again, I don't want to just farm Luigi Mansions for views. Luigi Mansion deserves more than just me to abuse it. Well, to use and abuse it for views. It's just wrong. Maybe I might play 3. I never beaten Luigi's Mansion 3. I've had it forever. It's so long, though. No, don't make 23 alts and have them all sub. I want to make a nice tried and true and grow my, what's it called, viewer base slowly. You know, it's like easy come, easy go. Like, there's people who blow up on Twitch. Like, there was this one kid that wore an astronaut helmet and he was just talking crap about math and how it literally doesn't mean anything at a certain point, like when you start putting X and Y in there. But that kid had like 15 minutes of fame on social media, and then I don't know how his channel did after that, but I'm pretty sure he got a bunch of people that came in, and then he probably couldn't hold a lot of those viewers because nothing else he said was as funny as that. Like, that was the peak. So he got a lot of people really quick, but he also lost a lot of people really quick. And I feel like the only way to make a good channel is nice, steady work. Just grind it out. You just find a few people that are really into it, like you guys, and more people will come, and I burnt myself to death. And you just work on it. And it's okay if no one comes, you know? I've streamed a ton of times, no one shows up, and that's okay, because you can't expect people to show up to your stream, especially if you're not entertaining. Oh my god. I also had a friend that's like, man, I see you doing stuff, and he's making a channel now, and it's kind of cool. And I'm losing my train of thought. Wait, he started talking, and my brain went blank. What's the longest stream you ever done? So, I think the longest stream I've done is 7 hours. And is there one thing that does... Wait. And there is one thing... There is this boss in the game that is so damn hard, it's making me pissed off. That's why I say stuff. Well, that's okay. What game are you playing? Are you playing Elden Ring? Or are you playing something else that's just really tricky and it's just got a really bullshit mechanic? I know one of my other friends too was like, yo, I think about getting Elden Rings. And I'm like, Elden Ring? Because it's on sale. And I'm like, have you played any Dark Souls game at all? And he's like, no. And I'm like, don't do it. Like, I'm all for, like, Elden Ring is a great game, but if you've never played a Dark Souls game, and I feel like if you jump into Elden Ring, like, I had a few friends and relatives that were like, yo, I got it because it was really popular, and I returned it because it was impossible. And I'm like, yeah. Elden Ring DLC, yup. And they returned it, or they just dropped the game because I'm like, they couldn't figure out what was going on, and I'm like, you gotta look up guides, you gotta, like... practice, you gotta grind up if you're bad, you gotta find like the cheese strat if you're bad, unless you're one of the tried and true dudes and you get your favorite sword and you run around with it. Me personally, I like the strength build. You know, Dark Souls 1, it was OP, and then I think 2 and 3 for Dark Souls, I think if you just go full dex build, you're dominating. Like, that's the game on easy mode. And then there was Elden Ring when it released, and then everyone was just running the Mimic. You know, the Doppelganger, and people were just making Doppelgangers of themselves, and just absolutely wiping. Just cleaning up the outside, and then they had to nerf it. As they should, because, you know, you want the game to be challenging, but you don't want it to be too easy to where players can have one super meta build, and then just be like, yep, that's it. You've beaten the game. Good job. How fast did I do that? I did that in 9 minutes. If I was a minute faster, I could have gotten the reward. But I'm not going after the rewards. I'm going after XP. I'm going after fuel and bullets. And I'm sitting here and I'm just talking non-stop. Absolute yappers. Yap master. Professor Yappin. Yappers. I feel like I've been talking non-stop for the past 20 minutes, I think. It feels like a while. A good old hot minute. The hottest of minutes. Minutes being no hotter than hot. No, we're not talking atomic hot. We're just talking hot. Like, you put your hand on the stove and that was hot. And definitely not smoldering, but it wasn't warm either. I don't know why I'm describing how hot this minute was, but I feel like it's necessary. Until your stomach decides to make you feel like you were just shot. Oh. Oh yeah, I should have read the previous. Oreos making your stomach feel that way. Well, that's what happens when you eat too much junk food. I'm literally almost max level, and I have the same best weapon. I can't even get past 25 health on the final boss in this DLC. It's absolute bull. There's a saying. It's the get good. There's nothing, like, honestly, like, there's nothing like it, the get good. You know, it's frustrating. I remember when I was playing, and people were like, yo, get good. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And they're like, you're just not good enough. And honestly, I was really frustrating for me, because I'm like, yo, bro, give me some tips, give me the meta stuff. And he's like, you just gotta be good. You have to, at some points, just perfect block, dodge, perfect block, dodge. And you have to do that shit flawlessly. And they have attack patterns that make it so freaking difficult to do those flawless shit. But when you do, and you learn the attack pattern, it feels magical. in your hands. The dopamine starts pumping and all the stars align and you're like, this is it. This is what I always wanted. And it's perfect. It's absolutely wonderful. So I already emptied that locker. I need to make some trinkets real quick for a weekly quest. E Blossom. What does E mean, by the way? There was something else I wanted to say about Elden Ring. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but some people started review bombing the Elden Ring new DLC because it was too hard. But here's my take on it. I think all the players were getting comfortable because Elden Ring's been out for 2 years now, and all the players learned all the boss monsters patterns. They max level. They learned all the best items and combos, and they just basically mastered the base game. They knew all the bosses. They knew where all the loot was. They know where to go to get the most XP. Mr. Fisto joined the team. Oh my god, no! So, in New Vegas, there was a robot called Fisto. And use your imagination for the rest. It's exactly what you think it is. But what I was saying about the Elden Ring DLC is basically people got comfortable in base Elden Ring. And when they went to the DLC and they couldn't do their normal stuff they've been doing for the past 2 years, they got upset. And they couldn't deal with it. And so they went and they review bombed. Because there was all new bosses, all new loot, and their +7 new game character that they've been absolutely maxing out and grinding to turn everything into easy mode. You couldn't do that. I think that got taken away, actually. Like, they're way faster and stronger, having moves. It's just a harder version of the base game. It is. There was one boss in Dark Souls 3 that everyone was like, it's the hardest. Because a lot of bosses follow a movement pattern of like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like a musical beat kind of. Or it'd be like 1, 1, 1 or 1, 2, 1, 2. But a lot of Dark Souls bosses, sometimes they'll delay the beat. So if you try to get into a rhythm of stopping an attack or parrying it, it throws you off and it just increases the challenge so much more because your brain in all these other games have such good rhythm and it makes you feel good. Like Mario, you know, hit them 3 times. Every other game's got like this nice little rhythm you can kind of follow along with. But there's one boss in Dark Souls 3 called the Dancer, and its actual rhythm of the way it swings is actually, instead of a 1 beat or a 1 2 or a 1 2 3 4, it's actually a 4 beat. So it's 1 2 3 4, and a lot of people unconsciously while fighting this boss would actually lower their guard after the 3rd hit, and then that 4th hit would come in and absolutely wreck them. And there was so much rage. I remember that too. I was playing through Dark Souls 4, not 4, 3. There is no 4. I'm losing my mind here. But it was just like a really interesting thing to observe. And I thought, I honestly admire it. Like, I didn't have much trouble on it because, you know, I'd be good like that. Also, I never counted. I probably would be better at the game if I counted. But it worked out on my advantage for that one boss. That one boss only. What did I need to do? Oh, yeah. Challenges, weeklies. Alright, I need a plush or a trinket. I keep on forgetting. Like, I keep on thinking, and I'm looking at these items, and I'm like, is this the right item? Is this the right item? And I can't remember for the life of me. Bottle plush. I'm gonna make 3 of you. Challenge complete! And Super Duper kicked on. So if you do play 76, Super Duper is a great perk. It's under the luck tree. And when you craft something, it gives you like a 30% chance to get 2 of it. So if you make 500 bullets in Super Duper triggers, you get 1,000 bullets. And it's magical. It makes making things so much better. Because you are just cashing out. You are literally printing money. What are you even doing at this point? Well, I needed to craft an item for the weekly quest. You know, when it's like in Fortnite, it's like, yo, get some headshots, do this, do that. And, I had to do that, and it kept on saying, make plushes, but I couldn't find the plush. And I kept on going into my weird-ass rants. And I started ranting, and then I get distracted, and then I started ranting again. And I just need to jump back into the daily op, and then just farm out more ammo. And XP. Chat died miserably. Also, Lambert, how do you play Club Penguin? You don't play Club Penguin. It plays you. It's there so you beg for your parents' credit card, and then one day it'll die. I'm pretty sure Club Penguin died. Unless someone made a server for it. Like, unofficially, like the Nintendo eShop, Ghost eShop. Because for the DS's and 3DS's and all that stuff, Nintendo shut down the eShop, I think, last year. And then a bunch of people made a spooky Ghost eShop where everything's free. But then again, that's like whole... I don't know how that works anymore now, because you have to mod a Nintendo 3DS or a DS to get in. Not the base DS. I think it does have to be the 3DS. Because it's a lot more... I'm not going to say moddable, but I think it just works better. Alright, now I got these people in this daily op with me. I don't really want people with me here. I just kind of was happy just doing solo. Did they activate that other one? Yeah, they activated that other one. I'm still here. Have you ever played Terraria? I have played Terraria. Terraria is a riot. I got the modded. I got... What's that one mod pack that everyone does? It's like... Oh my gosh. Calamity, that's it. So good. Someone might call is a squirrel, and they just texted me about saying the almighty land. May I leave the cult for a bit and visit my uncle, Dis and Dees. Their last name is Nut. Did you just take that from the clips of Dis and Dees? I can't describe it because I can't remember the name of the channel, but they run D&D campaigns. God, I love listening to D&D campaigns or watching them. It's so weird, but it's one of those things. It's mainly a big thing I enjoy because I do want to run D&D campaigns, and I did learn how to DM a little bit. I'm not very good at it because I don't have people to do it with, or people with a schedule that can commit once a month to play D&D. But that's okay, because I can get my D&D fix by watching others. Kind of like how people watch video games. Which is always great. Which is something I never understood when I was younger, because I'm like, yo, if people want to watch the video games, like, to be, like, informed about a game they want to watch, but I never understood, like, watching stuff to, like, you know, for, like, entertainment or, like, eating or other junk like that. But I get it now. It's kind of cool. And look at me, I'm even doing it now. You caught me, no one. Yeah, that's right. You can't out social me or something. I know all the super weird niche things, unless if it's popular. I would like to inform all of you, I don't know how old or young you are, but I would like you all to know in the year 2016, there were people going around dressed up as clowns, stabbing people. And then at a certain point, if you're dressed up as a clown, people would see you and it was on site. Even if you were just dressing up just to spook some people, it was on site and you were getting your ass kicked. Like, there were some clips of clowns running through the woods, running away from an angry mob of people, thinking he was one of the murder clowns, but he wasn't. Also, don't commit a crime because the legal system is crazy. It's all bureaucracy. It's nothing but paperwork and lines and all that stuff, and I hate lines. Lines suck. I mean, like, I can deal with, like, a line for, like, a pretzel or, like, a hot dog, but if it's like, yo, fill out this form and go to this desk, Fill out this form and go to that desk. No, you grabbed the wrong form. Well, it's clearly your fault, because it can't be our fault you grabbed the wrong form. I hate it. I hate it so much. Where are they even? Oh. Did that mole rat explode? I know some of the mole rats explode. Because the mole miners, for whatever reason, they're like, you know what, my little rat friend? We're going to strap a bunch of landmines to your back and throw you at whoever bothers us today. And I think it's like they're dogs. Because they're mole miners. They're like mole people. Unless they're mole rats that gain enough intelligence how to use a gun. They could have, actually. You ever see a mole? They're really funny. You also have really soft fur. I know there's some products made out of moles because their fur is so soft. Which is really weird to think about. That you just like... It's like you just went to a farmer's field and you just found a bunch of moles. You hit them with a bat and you turned them into, I don't know, a shirt, a wallet, a thing. I should make one of my cultists dress up like Chuckles and haunt the rest of the cult. You can... I like clowns. Brody, your gun is scaring me in the game. The cremator? Yeah, it's just fireballs that explode. It's very efficient. And if you don't die on impact, the burn damage will kill you. So all I gotta do is just sit around and wait for them to die. It's great. Oh no. Hey, no one, want to hear my war cry? No, it's war crimes. And I'm gonna commit various war crimes. And I'm gonna be wanted in every country. And then I'll make a bunch of child soldiers. And then I'll become a space warlord. And then I'm gonna set up a bunch of sweatshops. I'm thinking Nike swag or Adidas. Whichever one's gonna pay me more. And then I won't pay the little children workers in the sweatshop. Eliminate the enemy group. I don't want to eliminate the enemy group. I just want to continue killing. I think he's... Yeah, he's upstairs. Yeah, just blew him right out of that hole. Damn, you stole my line. Of course. Of course I stole your line. You teed me up to steal your line. You can't tease somebody up like that and expect your line not to get ganked. That's like holding up like $100 bill and you're like, oh, I hope no one takes this out of my hand, and then someone snatches it out of your hand and runs down the street. You can't just tee people up like that. I'm going to commit various war crimes. I'm going to be wanted in at least 13 different countries. No, I'm going to be wanted in every country. Ooh, I got a can of cram. Ugh, I don't want no super stim. 7 minutes and 46 seconds. Oh, that means I get the 8-minute reward. Hello, I am back. Hello, Isaac Sylvia. I've been rambling and yapping for the past hour. Almost. It's really weird to be talking for this long, this much. Geneva Conventions? More like Geneva Suggestions. This was one of my older streams before I did the Slime Rancher 2 stream and I blew up a little bit. Only a little bit though. You know? But I did a run through of Fallout New Vegas and I wanted to recruit the cannibals, and there's like a big fight for the Hoover Dam at the end of New Vegas, and I wanted to bring the cannibals to that fight to eat my way through the Hoover Dam. Well, everyone's fighting with guns. I'd be eaten. I turned that war zone into a buffet. And then also I wanted to disgrace a war memorial. I wanted to feed someone to the cannibals. I think I shot a few people in the head just to do it because I was going full psychopath. And I did some other unmentionable things. Oh yeah, I made a sex bot named Fisto too. I didn't mean to do it. It just kind of happened. I didn't want Fisto to exist. It was a quest, you know. They were like, yo, find me a ghoul cowboy, a lady, and a robot that can, you know, do things in the bedroom. And I did that, and one thing led to another, and Fisto was born. That stream was good. The good old days, just me and one other person. Yeah, that was an old stream. What did I just hear? Oh, just like some of the other crazy maniac things I do. Well, the game gave me free will. Well, you expected me not to flex my free will in every possible way possible? You gotta flex that free will. The best way to flex your free will, crap your pants, just to prove that you can. Just think about it. Think about how liberating it is for, I don't know, 2 seconds, and then immediately after, you feel horrible, and then you have to clean up a mess. Don't crap your pants. Don't do it. It's a joke. Don't do it. Don't do it! Don't crap your pants. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Alright. I want to change my icon. I do not want the weird frog fashioness. I want... What do I want? I always had the Skull Boy. I have Vampire. I have Zombie. I have Creepy Baby Icon. What did I have before? I think I had the Pittsburgh Steel Union. The Pit. I want... Clown. Honk honk stab stab icon. Yes. Subscribe to Linebot. What is Linebot? Also, you better not be plugging in other people's channel in my chat, Tommy Gunn. That is so not cool to be plugging other people's stuff. Yeah, 52 subscribers. I'm still thinking about Fisto. What's happening over here? What is someone... Is someone handing out, like... free weapons or something? There's no event happening, and everyone's just kind of standing around there. It's kind of weird. Subscribe to no one. Subscribe. 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 Alright, I'm done. I don't want it. Sorry, I don't want to do it again. It's okay. We're doing a bit. The bit is me just saying subscribe over and over again.
Team, this is Dodge. Brotherhood needs the uplinks in this area operational to track enemy movements. Get to the
Where is this damn thing? It's in the same spot it's been. I don't know why I'm even questioning where it is.
that is ASSP. So hustle.
I hear a bomb. Yeah, I heard those beeps, and I should have definitely been paying attention to those beeps. Because I think it was just another one of those mole rats with, like, 30 landmines strapped to his back. Which is still so messed up. I still don't know if it's, like, their dogs. Maybe they eat them. Yeah, eating a giant mole rat doesn't sound the best. Tentacles. Lampert in advertising you and no one's channel. Well, thank you for advertising my channel. Maybe you should start saying subscribe to this video and spiders will come into your mouth and while you sleep. Well, you shouldn't do that. I mean, like, it's an excellent source of protein. I take it up. I think there's always that one weird fact where you swallow at least 8 spiders while you're sleeping a year. Which I don't think is a fact, but it's just one of those things that's like, yo, you're eating all these spiders and you don't even know it. I need to just keep murdering. These mole miners are today's genocide target. I'm going to hit them with a fireball, and then hit them with another fireball, and then hit them with another fireball, and then just be talking about the most random crap. I don't know why, but I started thinking about the vigilantes going after predators again. Swear to God, it's just people just on TikTok and just like making videos of them just hunting down predators and baiting them out into public and then just throwing hands with them immediately. It's the weirdest thing. And then there's also the Dr. Disrespect. Dude was like, I can't imagine. Dr. Disrespect is a streamer that does a lot of Battle Royale and like shooters and Apex Legends. And dude had the dream. He was sponsored. He was making bank. He was making great money. And then dude had to message some girl and some that was clearly a minor. I'm not even sure if it even was a girl, but God, I feel like I talked about this like a really long time ago, but like I can't imagine being a content creator / streamer and making all this money, like thousands of dollars, and then just being a fucking pedophile. It's fucking wild to me that these people can't be goddamn people. It's just, oh my gosh, it escapes me. I can't comprehend it. We take a bottle, it becomes a glass. Where'd it go? It's in my... Oh, I seen that guy. That dude was on America's Got Talent, and he got voted off immediately. He got done dirty. What did I do, bro? No one did anything, bro. Except Dr. Disrespect. He tried diddling a kid. Don't diddle kids. You know what? I don't feel like people would diddle kids if the punishment was a bullet to the head. Just think about it. Or any crime. Crime would go down. I mean, like, bullets would go up, like, in stock, because everyone would be having to buy bullets to put down all these freaking criminals and pedophiles. But obviously, that's a imperfect world where we just murder anybody we don't like. I'm suffering. It's up your A. Oh, no. Wait, you're not suffering. Wait, did you meant to say stuffing? Oh, no. I'm honestly gonna start making videos. Make videos. Mess around with it. You know, I do this because... reasons. That are very grim and dark. Also, I enjoy it. And I just like entertaining. I just need to... I will say the invisible is a little annoying sometimes. Oh, got him. Okay, I don't need to aim with this weapon or to know where they are. I just need a general direction. North, east, west, south. It don't matter. It's all going down in fire. Nothing but fire. Fire is everywhere. All the sick fires. There will be no fire. Honestly, if it's not on fire, it's not right. Guys, I can explain the stuff in your... No, bro. You can't explain that away. How are you gonna explain that away? I like the memes of Stephen Hawking going to Epstein's Island. Just, if you don't know what Epstein Island is, it is a place to where a dude owned a private island and a bunch of people went there and they diddle kids. And I keep on talking about diddling kids. Yesterday it was cannibalism and now it's diddling kids and now it's starting to get weird because I can't stop talking about it because I feel like everything I think about, it's like some weird ass story to where people owning private islands, people turning into Batman and vigilante justing pedophiles. And then there's just like this whole thing of Dr. Disrespect being a pedophile, even though dude probably easily made $1 million off just sitting in his room wearing a mullet and sunglasses and playing Apex Legend and being kind of okay at it. God, my God, if I made $1 million off content creation and I was like, you know what, I'm a diddle kid. Like, god damn. I hate people. I hate people. Like, I want to like people, like, so goddamn bad. Then they just do this horrible shit. Like, obviously there's, like, good people, but, like, oh my god. And I have to look at it, too, because I'm like, I always want to improve, and I'm like, I wonder what these people with, like, millions of thousands of people do, and how they edit, and, like, all this stuff, and I take notes and all this stuff. And then I just get exposed to, like, half of them being pedophiles at some point. And I'm just like, god freaking damn it. Can't there be a single content creator that isn't a pedophile? It's fucking insane how many of them are pedophiles. Like, it's honestly mind-boggling. Alright, let's blow you up. You got an RPG or something, and I'm not playing with that. I don't want to get noob-tubed. I hate Box Cat. Why you always gotta be hating on my Box Cat? How can I do a no one out of context sometimes? I'm always out of context. Last night I was just saying some unhinged stuff just randomly, and my friend's just like, why are you trying to farm clips? And I'm like, we're in a private chat. I'm not farming any clips. At all. Like, if I was farming clips, I'd be like, yo, we should take away wheelchair ramps for funsies. I don't know. That was the first thing that popped in my head. Come on, burn! Cap, fuels, grenades. Wait, just take everything. Why am I messing around? I left on a tent. Well, dang. How do you leave on a tent? More stim packs, more stuff, more legendaries. I gotta turn in the legendaries and unload because I'm starting to reach my weight limit. I've also been trying to get handheld consoles or games on the stream. I've still been working on that. It is a pain and a half because of this Nintendo of America stopping the emulations and downloads of these games. It is a pain to find these games and to just get them up on an emulator, especially Pokemon. Pokemon's I think Nintendo, and it is a bitch and a half. The weirdest thing you said was 2 weeks of meat during the Meat Week Fallout 76 stream. Well, there was 2 weeks of meat, and that was hype. And I wish I played more. But at the same time, I don't think it was doing numbers at the time. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do some other stuff. Because I'm like, I kind of want to chase down the views a little bit. Today, I'm not chasing any views. I'm doing what I want to do. And I just want to grind for a long time. An unreasonably long amount of time, maybe. And there's another part of me, it's like, yo, I could play Undertale for like 40 hours. That would be a fun stream. And I'm like, why would I do that to myself? Also, I never played Undertale because a lot of the kids at my school that played it were really freaking weird. And they got really weird about it. And I'm like, steering clear of that. I don't care how good the game is. You're giving me a weird vibe. Well, you know how this one goes, no one. How does it go? Celeste stream part 2 when? Soon-ish. I gotta work up the nerve to come back to that torture. Because I had the easy part at the beginning. But now I'm at the hard part. Where the game demands that I actually be good at it. And I didn't realize it was like Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy is a hard game. Like, it is ridiculously hard for, like, no reason. Like, oh my gosh. Like, they have a boss in that game, apparently, and it was just, like, someone made a list of, like, the hardest bosses in video games, and it was on the list. Just because the boss doesn't have any tells for the next attack, so you gotta kind of guess or know. You have to just have borderline precognition and pray to RNGesus that he's doing the thing you think he's doing. So right now I'm just thinking about what I need to sell and what do I need to get rid of. So I probably need to put away some of the fuel. Yep, I have 8,000 fuel. I don't need 8,000 fuel. So I'll deposit 5,000. And what's my fuel total? 61. I'm getting bought. The boss is easy. The attacks are easy to dodge. Well, I guess people weren't gaming 10 years ago or something, whenever that boss was a thing. Also, what do you think of my garbage can in my kitchen? Ignore the human skulls. Those aren't human skulls. I need to get rid of some other junk that's weighing me down, because 389 weight is absolutely absurd. Alright, so I gotta go to the train station, sell off some of the legendaries that I have. And it does have indicators. It's perfection. I'm not sure if you guys ever heard this joke, but I had this one friend that loved to make it, and then one person actually did it, and it was people putting the women's rights books into the non-fiction or the fantasy section for whatever reason, because they thought it was funny. Which I do think it's a little funny, but at the same time, I'm like, you can't be doing that. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna flip their lid if they ever find out you put all the women rights and stuff in fiction. So we got most wanted, so I can go to Nuka World, shoot some robots, muck about there, or I can go back and keep killing moles. I do like blowing up the moles. I should blow up more moles. Alright. Rad X, sell. Sell a bunch of Brad away. Barry Mentats 5. I should do that. Well, I mean, like, you can do it. But some, like, snowflake person's gonna be like, oh man, that's so not funny. You can't do that. That's the women's right book. You shouldn't do that. Don't do that. But you know, it's your life. If you want to go put the women's rights book in the fiction section for shits and giggles, I can't stop you. It's so weird because this location, West Tech, in Fallout lore, is like such a big part of like so many of the experiments and developments that they've had in the Fallout universe, and they put it in 76, and so many Fallout fans don't play 76 because they think it's a lesser Fallout. Which I do have to admit, when the game first came out, it was hot garbo. They really fixed it up and turned it around. And I've been talking for almost hour 30 now. I'm starting to feel lightheaded talking for this long. Oh. I was not prepared, I think, to do a continuous yap stream for, I don't know, however long I thought this long grind would last. Now I'm just gonna kind of blow up these dudes with my green balls of fire. I could change the color too. I didn't want to make it blue though, because, you know, blue light, it's really harmful to your eyeballs apparently. There's blue light glasses you can get, and apparently blue light also strains your eyes a bit. But I'm not sure if I believe that or not. There is a blue light filter on a lot of monitors that you can turn on. And I do say it does help. It doesn't strain your eyes as much. And it doesn't change the visuals at all. It just cuts down on the whatever it is. It's like UV rays or some crap like that. I don't really believe it. You may not believe it either. Can you do another Jacked Black game stream soon? See, I didn't think anyone enjoyed that. Brutal Legends. If I were to do another Brutal Legends, it would be a long stream, and I think I'd go until the end of the game.
Watch your back. You just kicked a hornet's nest.
There's still a ton of games I need to record, and a ton of even more games to stream. Like, Brutal Legends is one of those games I do want to eventually have a full video of. Because a lot of my streams are games I want to play now and share with people and enjoy. And then there's the videos. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna make a sub goal. And it's only for the people who are here. If I make it to 1,000 subs, I will tell you the real super duper real life depression reason I originally started my channel. It's super depressing, by the way, too. It's crazy depression. It's like kicked puppy sad. But I will do another Brutal Legend stream soon. I'm just kind of having fun, though. Doing this repetitive motion of Mole Miner walks in, I hit with 4 green fireballs, it detonates into a smoldering pile of ash, and drops me more fuel to continue killing their kind. I bet. You know what's a really funny, messed up thing? Antidepressants have a warning on them that they may cause suicide. And it's really messed up because antidepressants, because when people are really, like, genuinely depressed, not just like, oh man, I'm a middle school girl and I learned what depression was, so I'm gonna say I have it for, like, attention, and other people saying it they have for depression. I mean, like, people who are, like, clinically depressed and, like, are genuinely, like, deep down in the shit. They have to put the warning of suicide on the pills because when you take antidepressants, it gives you more energy to do stuff. And antidepressants, if you give them to genuinely super depressed people, they'll finally have the energy to off themselves. So the pills don't cause it, but the pills are a byproduct of it. Like, I don't say they're suicide adjacent pills, but they ain't helping either, which is a really messed up thing. But sometimes I think about it. I think about a lot of things. Some things I can't say on stream because I got one of them weird brains. Think of weird things. Like how lobsters are basically immortal. And also a blue lobster is just an IRL shiny Pokemon. Like, lobsters can't die of old age. They can't. It's not in their DNA. It's absolutely amazing. Dude, I'm glad I'm not depressed anymore. Well, don't tell me you're on them antidepressants. Don't be thinking any weird thoughts. Don't do it. It's not worth it. What do you think? And it's just like, I saw this clip the other day. It's an old clip, but it was like Markiplier in an interview, and they're like, how much money did you make? And he's like, well, I make $1 a view on all my videos. Which is crazy to think about. Aiden Effects, hello and welcome. Why was you depressed? You know, things. And he's probably depressed because of things. You know, world hunger, sad puppies. I only tell my trusted friends that. Yeah, you don't have to share anything you don't want to share. Also, I'm realizing too, as more time goes by, I'm realizing why more and more women who play video games don't really search out communities to play video games, because video games are played by a lot of dudes. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these dudes are like crazy creepy. Like they get a whiff of a female in a lobby and they go absolutely feral. Like a dog in heat, and it's absolutely wild to me. And it's just... And some of these dudes do some really disgusting things to try and get with these online girls they know nothing about. Or age, too, which is another whole thing. But God. People are weird. People be weird, you know? Sometimes they're thinking with the wrong head. Thinking with the libido in their brain. Don't listen to the libido, dudes. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. He can hate on the box cats as much as he wants. It's not hurting anybody. Oh my gosh, stop hating on box cats, or else. What are you, Batman? What are you gonna do, Lambert? You gonna get in the Batmobile? Beat him up? Scream for Arkham? Or for Gotham? Does he scream for Gotham at some point? No, I don't think he banned him. Did he? He better not have for just saying box cats mid. I just put him in, dude, you can't time people out like that. That's power abuse right there. Lampert, I told you, you can't do that. I literally told you not to do that. It was no, you can't do it at all. That's fucking annoying. If I was listening to a stream and I said something mid like that, like,
Know your orders, team. Make us proud.
that's for like when people are trying to like bomb the chat with F-bombs and like do other stuff that are like highly inappropriate. Or when one dude keeps plugging his channel and he won't stop after being told to stop. Like, you can't do that. I don't have a lot of viewers. It's not like I have like 1,000 people and you can like power abuse like...
Target eliminated and in fine fashion. Head home for some rest, team.
Like for real, like don't do that again.
Dodge out.
Alright. I'm glad you're okay with this, boy. This is good. You scared me there for a minute. If you actually really did do it, like... That's like death, like, honestly, because I see some people, like... I don't know, like, especially, like, Roblox kids that make games, like, when their games blow up, like, they get that little taste of, like, money and power a little bit, and they just go full-on, like, abuse, and they don't even care about, like, anybody, and they just start, like, banning people left and right, and I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like, this is crazy. Or, like, kids that run, like, Minecraft servers, or, like, not even kids, like, just even adults, too. Like, you give them any amount of power, and they go crazy with it. You don't have to go. You can stay. I just want to make you painfully aware that you can't abuse mod, and you should never abuse mod. And if there's someone come in here trying to get around the YouTube filter to try and say the N-word repeatedly, that's the guy you ban right there on the spot. I'm not sure if you were there for the Chain Together stream, but there was a dude trying to... He was getting around the YouTube filter with emojis spelling out bad words. And that was like, after that stream, I'm like, alright, I gotta get mods together. I gotta get some stuff. And it's very important, you know? I just need something to just, like, discourage people from coming in here, and then just, like, blasting hate and malice stuff all the time. Yeah, there's none on the Discord. Yeah, I do gotta at least get a mod roll going. It hasn't been a problem. Actually, no, I did have that one incident on the Discord where someone's account got hacked and they put a bunch of links for $50 Steam gift cards that were not links for $50 Steam gift cards. I'd be a better mod. I just gotta, you know, I just gotta get some trusted people. Some people that won't abuse it, and some people that won't mess with people just because they have a small disagreement in a chat like this. It also helps just, I think, having a mod just talking in chat too, because people are like, oh man, if I say anything in chat, it's just insta-ban. You know, it's like how people drive better on the road when there's a cop behind them. They're not speeding, they're not swerving, their hands are 10 and 2 and they're not looking at their phones. They're just the ideal driver. Also, I gotta look into Steam Labs too. Streamlabs. At some point. Because I'm using OBS, and I feel like Streamlabs might be better. No, you're okay, Lampert. I just gotta make sure we're on the same page, though. You don't have to go. The streams are for everybody. You can ask the would you rather, Aiden. Also, I'm not sure if I said hello and welcome to you, Aiden, but hello and welcome. You just can't be crazy with it. Also thinking about getting a Fortnite stream soon at some point in the future, maybe. Fortnite's weird. It's one of those games I like to play with friends, but then my friends were like, I don't want to be on stream, and I'm like, that's okay. Oh, I just bashed my controller into my desk. That's okay, because you know, some people don't want to be on stream. Some people can't stand the sound of their own voice. I can't stand the sound of my own voice. I think it's horrible. Absolutely horrendous. Lampert, why are you just beating yourself up now? Have you been banning people in secret and I just don't know it and timing them out? Dude, if you're gonna be depressed and you're gonna leave and be depressed, don't do that. Because you're just gonna get off. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I know at least when I'm sad, I just get depressed and then I just go sit in a corner and I'm just like, this is my life, this is my life, this is my life. And I just beat myself up. Don't do that. Don't beat yourself up. I shouldn't beat myself up, and I have to repeat that to myself a lot. I'm too hard on myself. Because I'm a human being, and I need food and water. And I'm not an unkillable machine that can work forever. What are you on about, Tommy? You can't just throw out an accusation like that. Drugs. Yeah, you can't just put like some stuff like that and then just say no JK, no nothing to let me know you're being sarcastic. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic because I'm not in the same room as you. Because you know there's the sarcastic tone. I need to kill mole miners because their subscription to life is up, and I am taking it away from them. I'm taking it all away. No more life subscribers. I hope you guys are having a good day. I got super lucky. I got to escape hell. I was gonna sit in a room for 7 hours and do nothing, and I didn't want to be there, but I had to be there. And then it got canceled, and I don't have to do it again. And it's perfect. So I did it once, and it was great. And I had to do it once. I won't tell you what it was, because I think your imagination would be a lot funnier than what it actually was in reality. But the joy I felt today. I mean, like, technically, I'd still be there. Maybe I'd be almost done. Femboys or tomboys? Tomboys, because those are girls. And femboys are not are boys. You're not gonna bait me like this last time. It won't be like last time, Aiden. And I need water because I'm thinking to myself, man, my throat really hurts. And I'm like, I've been talking for an hour and a half straight, pretty much. And I was planning on doing a really long stream, but if I'm getting winded at an hour and a half of non-stop talking, then I might not be able to do a long stream. In which case, I need to reevaluate how I can do longer streams. Lampert, I don't even know you. I mean, like, I know you come to my streams every day, and I appreciate the hell out of that. But it's not like I'm like, oh man, I know this guy, or dude, or lady, or whatever you are. I don't ask, and I don't tell. But I do know that I do like blowing these guys up. And they do make funny noises when you kill them, sometimes.
One uplink signal is calibrated. Head to the other before you lose your ground.
Just play the game and for a little bit, and then just start talking a little bit later. But I feel like that's so lame. I feel like you could just watch anybody play the game. But then again, I might run out of talking points after 4 hours. But then I'll get too much in my own head. And getting in your own head's never good. Sometimes when you get in your own head, you gotta, like, think to yourself, you gotta be like, alright, I gotta take a step back, you know? I'm not sure if you guys ever seen it, but there's this TV show the CW makes, and it's called Supernatural, and it's old. It started in the early 2000s. It ended, I think, late by 2020, I think.
That looks like another uplink coming through.
And apparently, I learned today there's a difference between the one on Netflix and the one that's on DVD. Because some of the songs they have in it, they changed them. Probably for copyright reasons. And I got a phone call that I think it's from a scammer. It's probably a scammer. I don't believe in it. I don't know that zip code. That zip code is not me. I'm gonna let it ring. I don't want any part of your scams, you know? My credit card's not expired. I don't even have a credit card. No one I know is in jail and needs to be bailed out. I don't even have money for them to have. Realistically, if Batman wanted to reproduce with you, who's gonna stop him? Superman. The Flash. The justice system. I think I just realized why I'm so overweight. I think I'm holding like 50 grenades. Let's check. How many grenades do I have? Oh yeah, that's it right there. Let's drop 50 of them. That's a lot better now. Luigi would save me. How come Luigi's second fiddle to Mario? I want to put this in perspective. Luigi and Mario are basically the same person, except Luigi does everything a little bit better. Only a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit better. Actually, no, and Mario's just more confident. You know what I think it is? I think it's the confidence. I'd rather be more confident and a little worse instead of a little bit better at everything. You can't be confident. Not overconfident, but a nice confidence. A nice little pride in yourself. All these mole miners living in this building in peace and harmony. You know, digging holes, breathing through the respirators. Doing whatever mole miners do, looking for gold. And I'm just in here ruining their lives. Blowing them up. Because they happen to have unlimited gas. And I'm America. And I want their oil. You can't hide oil from America. America always gets its oil. Luigi beating Goku, though. He could be. I might do a long stream in the future of Luigi's Mansion 3, because Luigi's Mansion 3 is crazy long. I'm thinking about that now. Or Undertale. Like I said, though, Undertale, there's a lot of really creepy people that I knew when I was in school or in school. You know, I like to be ambiguous with it. I like to keep a little mystery. People in school being really creepy about Undertale. I'm not sure if Undertale fans are still super duper creepy. They probably are. If Goku's gonna be racist, who's gonna stop him? Frieza would. Or Frieza would join him. You know what game fell off and it was so awesome? Was Helldivers. Helldivers was one of those games that came in like a goddamn lightning bolt in every game where it was like, that's the ideal game right there. Like, good devs, good everything, and then PlayStation was like, yo, Helldivers. We want everyone to have a PSN account. And then everyone was like, we will uninstall and stop playing the game right now if you make us do that. And everyone just started memeing on PlayStation so hard that they actually had to backpedal and be like, we will not require you to do that. But the damage has been done, and like, there's so many people that dropped Helldivers because of that whole fiasco. Mario has better games only because they haven't made games like Super Luigi Galaxy or Super Luigi Odyssey. That's true. If you want to have a long stream, do a multiplayer stream in one day so you can take breaks. Do multiple streams in one day. I am planning, like, I got so many streams I want to do. Honestly, I'm getting to the point to where I'm like a little overwhelmed with like all the stuff I want to do. But at the same time, you gotta take a step back. I actually saw this thing, so this video explaining why people... You ever get home from school or work and you're like, I want to play a game, and you sit down and you have all these games on your list in your library or whatever, and you have no motivation to play them. But it's like when you first got your console, you were like, you had like 2 games and you played those 2 games non-stop. It's basically because choice overload, and because of that a bit of time you have during your day. You know that, whenever work gets out to, like, sleep and dinner time, you have that few hours of free time to where you can game and do whatever you want. And you're like, man, I got all these games and I haven't played through any of them. And I'm not, like, putting in the time and effort to play them. That's you being too hard on yourself, and you're just absolutely just, like, bashing yourself for not playing the game that you bought. But you also have to put in perspective, too. You don't have to play any games that you bought. Like, it's okay to buy a game and not play it. I do that sometimes. I bought Elder Scrolls, not Elder Scrolls. I bought Elden Ring months ago for 20 bucks. Like, I think like 2 or 3 Steam sales ago. Like last year probably. Yeah, I think it was actually last year. And I've just been waiting for the right time to where I got in the mood to play it. And that's perfectly okay. And I want you guys to, if you guys struggle with like not being in the mood for games, or like you're just feeling a little overwhelmed, it's okay not to play your games. It's okay not to game. It's okay to just hang out on your phone, or just like sit outside and stare at the sky. It's your time. If you have a few hours a day to yourself and you don't feel like gaming, it's okay. Even if you have a stack of like 24 games you want to play, and you bought, and you spent all this money on it, it's okay. Those stack of games will still be there, waiting for you to play later. People really like Elden Ring for some reason. I can explain why people like Elden Ring, alright? So Elden Ring completely abuses the player. Makes you feel like garbage. And when the player finally overcomes one of these crazy obstacles the game throws at you, it's the biggest rush of dopamine in your brain ever. And you also get bragging rights when you do it. So it's a double whammy of you can hold it over your friends' heads that you're so much better than them, and it feels really good doing it. And it's also a very well-crafted game. And that's why people like Elden Ring and the Dark Souls series so much. It's literally self-abuse followed by instant gratification after overcoming said abuse. Aiden, you're mad lucky that an option, I'm joking, have your option, I'm not mad. Reasons Lambert went on his training arc. So you don't have to say sorry to me. You should say sorry to yourself for beating yourself up. Because you shouldn't. Unless you did something extremely shitty. Which you didn't. And by shitty, I mean you did something to where clearly you're in the wrong. And you knew you were in the wrong. And you did it anyways. But even if you did it, it's okay. Because you can always apologize. And then you can strive in the future to be better and not to do that. I know there's a word for it. Wait. It's repenting. That's it, you know? It's in a lot of churches, though. A lot of Jesus stuff when you say repent. Because it's like... That's one of the main things. You know what? It's like... Religion's weird. Because Kevin Connors, hello and welcome. I bought Fallout 3 4 years ago. And I haven't even opened it. Need to get tired of New Vegas first. But it ain't happening yet. That's okay. It'll still be in that wrapper when you're ready for it. You can take your time. There's no rush. That game's gonna be there. Also, hello and welcome back, Kevin Connors. It's been forever. I'm happy to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Repent is just a word for just striving to be better and not just doing the same thing over and over again. I like religion, like, even if you don't believe in Jesus, like, a part of me is like, I don't believe in Jesus, but I can get behind the idea of just being a better person. I know sometimes it's really hard, because sometimes there's some people that's like, they take those low shots, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, you could just, like, absolutely, like, punch below that belt, and you could absolutely, like, wreck them. Because you're either bigger, stronger, or you're just way wittier and have a sharper tongue. And then it's just like, oh man, I could, like, really just, like, tear this person apart. And it's just like, you gotta, like, take a step back sometimes. And it feels really weird, because I feel like a while I've just been ranting about morals and just, like, doing the right thing. And just, like, a little bit of, like, just self-help. And self-care. That's just what's on my mind, though, today, I think. Also, a lot of psychology. I've been looking into some psychology books. Nothing, like, too crazy, you know? Just, like, some theories and some other junk. Just for funsies, because I'm weird. Just like how I read biology books, just for funsies. You know, diseases, ailments, weird things. You know, there's an ailment called bone spurs, to where you can actually, like... It happens a lot on the back of the heel. If your heel's rubbing against the back of your shoe enough, it actually develops a bone spur, and you actually form bone back there, and it's very painful. I'm good. I stop by, watch sometimes, but some games I don't know anything about. So I just stay quiet. That's okay. Like I said, this channel's mostly just variety, whatever people want. Just a bunch of wacky stuff. And today's just my chill rant about whatever's on my brain for entertainment purposes. Also, if you guys don't find it entertaining, let me know. Gosh, what is up with this steel face? I already own one. Wait, no. Wait, is this the new steel face I got? I'm not a big fan of the steel face. Do you have a Discord moderator? I don't have a Discord moderator. I have some people that can, like, ban and remove stuff, but they're not, like... There's no official moderator role yet. Would you be interested in Discord moderator? Let me know in the Discord, though. Alright, so I need to figure out what I'm doing, because I'm just kind of walking around ranting now. And I always do that in video games. There's some part of me that's like... I just kind of like walking around just being in the world, sometimes. And I just like to parkour, jump rooftop to rooftop like a weird Ninja Turtle. And just kind of like to hang out. And just like be in the world, and just kind of think sometimes. Just gotta jam all these bullets. It's just weighing me down. Okay, I have a lot of weight, and I need to figure out where it's coming from. Maybe it's one of the 20,000 Nuka-Cola bottles I'm carrying. Maybe this kebab and some weapons. I need to keep the fragmentation mines. I'm not dropping the mines. Plasma grenades. Don't need those. Pulse grenades. Never gonna touch those. Armor. No, I'm good. Food. Alright, food's a big one. Yuka cherry. I'll drink some of it. If you got bigger, maybe try and do a reaction stream. I feel like reaction content is just content theft. Once I get Discord. I mean, like, obviously, it's like, yeah, there's, like, some real black and gray stuff in the Discord stuff to where it's like, yo, people posting links that look kind of weird and kind of sus, ban. People just straight up posting the N-word, ban. People trying to put porn in there, I mean, corn, ban. You know, some inappropriate stuff that shouldn't be happening, ban. Really easy. But it's not like I have, like, a kajillion people, and it hasn't been a huge problem since that one dude that got hacked. Which I feel bad about. Gosh, where's all this freaking weight coming from? Rataways, stack of weight, 6. Alright, so we got Fashion Ass Day. I think Fashion Ass is a weird holiday for 76 that I always miss, and I'm not gonna say I'm glad I miss Fashion Ass a lot, but it doesn't give a lot of XP, and I don't really like the benefits. Blossom, hello and welcome. I need to chug some water real quick. My throat's about to die. You know, one game I am going to stream, probably in the near future, or at the end of the summer, is Shadow the Hedgehog. If you don't know what Shadow the Hedgehog, it's edgy Sonic, and he runs around in levels with guns. And it's great, and it's edgy, and it's just fun. It's good fun, and it's entertaining. Watching a Sega character run around with a shotgun blowing away soldiers. Or aliens. I know the game tries to be edgy and it's like, oh man, do you choose good or bad? Or are you going to do a mixture of both? Oh my god, there's this one fly that keeps flying around me and I haven't gotten fly paper. And I need to hang fly paper because it's the summer months and they always find their way in and I hate it so much. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Oh, I never asked. Hey, no one. A wild has appeared. I also gotta do Pokemon. There's a lot of games I want to do. And I've killed everyone in here. And they haven't respawned yet. Come on! Stop being dead. Flame. Ah! Wait. Now he's pulp. A Wild Blossom has appeared. Do a live stream where you drink hot chocolate made with expired chicken broth. That is absolutely the most vile thing I have heard all day. Honestly, that thought makes my stomach churn alone. I gotta see the one chip and just eat it, and I love to see it. The one chip, I don't handle spicy food. I will never do a one chip unless it's like some type of crazy sub goal. I'm still trying to figure out sub goals. Like, I know my sub goal for 1,000. I haven't put it down in like stone yet. It's kind of loose because I'm still just trying to prong and pry and just trying to get a general consensus of what people want. But like 1,000 subs, that's what it would take me to play Subnautica, because I am terrified of the ocean. Because everything in the ocean wants to kill me, or it lacks the ability to kill me, which it still wants to kill me. Because everything in the ocean wants to kill you, and that is not up to debate, alright? It wants people dead. And before you say something like, oh, dolphins don't want to kill you, the more you learn about dolphins, the more you hate them. And if you like dolphins, you don't know anything about dolphins. I saw a guy do it once with 3 different broths. Oh my god. Why do people punish themselves like that? It's like some jackass level of punishment, and that is not cool. Oh my god.
Your mission is to figure out why we lost contact with the uplinks in this area.
Why? Why just...
The uplinks won't work.
Honestly, when I saw the words hot chocolate, I thought you were just trying to, like, get, like, a nice, like, cozy stream going with, like, Stardew or something. Not just, like, this most vile abomination of, oh my gosh, we should just try and make him absolutely destroy his insides. Trying to put me on a dialysis machine because the chicken broth went bad and the chickens be fighting back in my guts. And you tried making it better with chocolate, but chocolate can't cover up food poisoning. It never can. You got 127,000 views on it. Yeah, that ain't worth. Dude didn't even hit 200k. Unless you got $1 for each one, it wasn't worth it. Maybe if I got paid $1 for each view. Nuh-uh. Want to hear something wild? Mr. Beast makes so much money that the money he puts... I shouldn't say he makes so much money. The money he puts into videos and the money he gets back from YouTube doesn't equal out. So he'll spend like... I don't know, like 10k on a video, YouTube will only give him 5,000. Or something like that. Dolphins want to grape you, and I'm just saying this is to get around anything. It's genuinely true. Yeah, it is. It 100% is. Dolphins are down bad, and they are vicious, and they are killers, and like, they go around, and they just mess up sharks and orcas. How are you? How am I? How am I? Well, I almost got stuck in DMV hell. It wasn't the DMV, but just imagine the DMV with all the bureaucracy, paperwork, and sitting around today, and I got out of it. And it was absolutely magical. Jesus came down and said, "You are free, my son. Go now in peace." And then everyone that was involved cheered and clapped, and we all got to leave, and it was magical. It was absolutely fantastic. And I even put something in my Discord where I'm like, I can't be at my computer today because this hell I'm in, I can't be at my computer to have a fun stream and video today. But I got saved. I don't have a car. It's okay. It's like the DMV. You know all the memes to where you see the people going to the DMV and they say it was invented by the devil? It's like that. But it wasn't the DMV. Therefore, like the car. I do want to own a Ford truck. Not Ford, Toyota. Engineering is one of those really fun things I like to think about sometimes. So like a lot of people will tell you like German engines are absolutely fantastic. They'll run forever if you give them proper maintenance and care. So that's like you do all the oil changes, you rotate your tires, and you just manage your car like you should. The engine should just theoretically last you a very long time, a German engine. But Toyota, when they made their engine, they were like, alright, let's be real. No one's going to change their oil when you should change your oil. No one's going to do the things you should do when you do it. No one's going to change the coolant when you should. So they designed their engine to basically run for as long as possible with no maintenance or care. No tender love and care. In fact, even some abuse. And then you have the beauty that is the Toyota trucks being very expensive, but being freaking unkillable. Oh, like, I'm going to Kermit, and then Kermit falls off a building. But it's okay, because Kermit is a stuffed Muppet toy puppet, and he doesn't have a life. And he just hit the ground harmlessly, because he's malleable. I enjoy that meme. That meme is a funny meme. But, yeah, it's just one of those two things where it's like they're both very good engines. But it's from the approach of they both had different ideas with engineering, and it's completely different. It's just one of those concepts I find so fascinating. To where it's just like, they didn't make the perfect engine. They made the perfect engine for most people. Kermit's a puppet. He was never alive. I'm sorry. These are the realities. Kermit is a puppet that has a dude's hand up his booty, and he has a piece of wire to move his hands around. That's the truth. He has booty hands. Nothing but booty hands. All up in him. Controlling him. Like the government controls us. That's right. There's microchips in your Happy Meal. Don't eat them. Don't think you can short-circuit them. You can't, alright? Don't try stuffing your McNuggets in any body of water. It won't work. You have to re-microwave them, and that only works sometimes. Kermit be suffering from hemorrhoids because he be having booty hands all up in him. Killer hemorrhoids. He does play a mean banjo. You know what's weird? I've never seen any of the Muppet movies, or at least I don't remember seeing any of the Muppet movies. I most likely have, but like probably when I was super young, like young, like toddler, child, so super small. Oh, Discord, you should make a like mod application for your YouTube and Discord. I should. I will get on that, actually. It's really weird. I haven't gotten any subscribers in the past few days. And you know what? There's a part of me to where it's like, I got used to getting like 1 subscriber a day for the past like 2 or 3 weeks. And I don't think that's a good mindset to be in. Because I shouldn't wake up and expect a new subscriber. I should wake up and expect to make the best content I can. And then if I get a new subscriber, I do a happy little jig. And then I go on with my day and I plan my next stream and my next content. And I'm like, oh, I can do this different or do this and that. Or tweak with my audio a bit. So when I scream too loud at those jump scares, I don't blow out eardrums. You ever watch the Muppet TV show? I haven't. I know it's blasphemy, but I haven't. And I should. But another part of me is like, I don't got time. I still haven't finished watching the Fallout TV show. I know, it's terrible. I got halfway through and I'm like, I'm gonna pace myself. And then I got really busy in life, doing like, you know, all the streamer, YouTube, free time, eating, working, school stuff, you know, like IRL responsibilities, socializing. And then I just kind of ran out of time in the day to to watch the Fallout TV show. And I'm only on like episode 4, and I gotta finish it soon. And at this point, I'm at the point where I'm like, if I, what's it called, get hit with a spoiler, that's okay, because I've had my chance to watch the show and have it not be spoiled. But I kept putting it off, so if I hit a spoiler, that's okay.
Yep, that did the trick. Sending out the big guns now. Take them down. At Victoria.
Well, time to spam my entire magazine. Everything is getting fired. Nothing will be left unfired.
Target down. Mission accomplished. These uplinks are just what we need to get an edge.
Grab
on
all
the
the gas.
You've done
I am America, and I heard you have oil. Daily unlocks. Ooh, all the swag. Nothing but swag. Swag bags and all the bags. I don't know what that sentence means. I just kind of said it. Oh. Alright, good stretch, good stretch. It's always good to stand up and stretch when you're playing for a while.
What's that?
Ooh, I hear mutants.
You die.
Burn! 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 Alright, so I need to figure out what I'm doing again. So I can either go back in, unload my fuel, script some legendaries, or I can call it here, 'cause it's been 2 hours, and I'm not sure. Got other streams to be at, gotta go. Thank you so much for joining me, Lampert. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, what am I remembering? To stay culty? I'm gonna remember to drink lots of water, because that's what I need to do. I think I'm dehydrated. My body hurts. Alright, camp. Camp. Oh. Alright, so I need to figure out now. I am at 30 in the pass. When do I upgrade? Not upgrade, get to the next page. Alright, that's unlocked. 32 is when I get the cool Reaper stuff. You know what's weird? I've been playing for 2 hours, and there hasn't been any decent events. There's been no Radiation Rumble. There's been no Moonshine Jamboree. There's been absolutely nothing. It has been a hella dry event day. I'm not vibing with that. I want events. Events give me good stuff. It gives me loot. It gives me stuff to, you know, really gets me through the pass. But this having no event kind of sucks. It also feels nice to do a stream, though, and make progress in a game that I like to play. I'm gonna do something else, I think. But I think but I'll think about the mod request. You can do it or not do it. Do whatever you like. I still haven't decided how to do the forums yet, but I do gotta do the forums. And I think I gotta be professional about it. Be a little professional. Not professor, professional. I don't know why my brain wanted to say professor, but it did. And I gotta get on that soon. I've gotta get on a lot of things. I got all these things in the air, all these irons in the fires. I got multitasking things and doodads and other stuff. I really like my Fallout and Feed the People event. Alright, so Fallout 76, you know, maybe if it was participating, give me some good stuff. You know, people are shoveling out, and I do like to stream long, but I think, dehydrated and super tired, and I haven't eaten anything all day. So I think if I were to take a break, it'd be a long break, and it'd be so long, it'd be no point in continue streaming. So I would like to thank anyone who is watching this after the fact. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I appreciate the time you take to watch the stream. I stream every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or after 3 p.m. I try to put out a video every single day. If I don't stream, I'm putting out a video. And I have a Discord in the description. It has the stream schedule. It has, if there's something wrong and I'm not streaming or I died, it'll be there. Or if the schedule shifted around, you could recommend any game you want me to play there in the Discord, in comments, which I respond to all of them, good or bad, old or new. So I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and goodbye, and thank you